Now that terrible in Kenabres in the past, it's time to visit the camp. Huh. Okay. Yeah, more talking, I guess.
Let's see what we can do.
Irobath. Commander, allow me to say something. Irobath looks even more serious than usual. Before you... This wasn't a war. It was agony, drawn out over decades. No one believed in victory anymore. When the demons attacked the city, for some of it was a relief. At least, the end had come. They laid down their weapons and surrendered without a fight. I thought the same, but I somehow got through on stubbornness and the vague hope that if nobody found Anivia's body, she might be by some miracle have survived. And that miracle was you. You returned my beloved to me when I'd nearly lost all hope of seeing her alive again. Then, you went on a suicide mission to the Grey Garrison and won the city back for us. You turned a defeat into a victory. I know it wasn't easy. You make everything seem so effortless. You do everything just like that, she says with a snap of her fingers. The Queen believes in your powers too, but for me, they are just more proof of what I felt that day when I saw Anivia alive, standing next to you. You're the miracle we've been waiting for. You're the one who will finally put an end to this terrible war, and in spite of everything, deliver us the victory we so desperately need. With you, I'm sure this crusade will achieve what the others could not. Oh. You know, Irobath, I actually found this cabinet with your family name on it in the Grey Garrison. Irobath looks down. The scabbard held the solemn hour, my family sword. My father once fought with it, and I took it when I left home to become a paladin. Alas, it was not stolen. I parted with my head unwillingly to help someone dear to me. Anivia needed expensive healing, and having no other procure to the money, I pawned my father's sword. I think he would have understood. I'm sure he would have given up everything to help the family. Oh. I hoped to redeem the solemn hour eventually, but there was never enough money, and soon the sword disappeared from the pawnshops altogether. I've no idea who took it. Seems like I'll have to part with my father's sword forever. Is Anivia sick? You'll forgive me if I don't go into detail. It's a private matter. Suffice to say, everything's fine now. The treatment was costly, but it was worth it. No. The chaotic option. I can see that you truly love her. A delicate blush appears on Irobath's cheeks. She nods silently. Irobath lovingly traces the name imprinted in silver on the scabbard leather. My parents were loyal servants, yet it wasn't enough to earn them a title or a coat of arms. Still, however humble our name might be, it is worth something. I don't know if I'll ever see the solemn hour again, but at least I have the scabbard back. Thank you. So it turns out the Queen has her head of counterintelligence watching me. I wonder why. You think the Queen doesn't trust you? If that were true, she wouldn't have put you in charge of this army. My main task is to put you advisor until you've gained enough experience as a commander. As for counterintelligence, Anivia and I were tasked with keeping an eye on your inner circle, but you're not under suspicion, Commander. You're under our protection. Oh. We need reinforcements. Can you get us more soldiers? Irobath frowns. When we began the march on Dresden, we chose to speed over numbers. If I order more volunteers to be recruited, they simply won't arrive in time. We could pay mages to deliver the troops to the camp, except I doubt our army's coffers could afford it. If you can spare 7,500 gold coins, I will see to our reinforcements. I mean, we have like 30 or 40,000 gold, I think. So we pay it. You have your orders. Consider it done. It's hard to believe your origin is so humble. You deserve a noble title more than many who inherit them. Irobath's cheeks blush a little. Thank you, Commander. It's an honor to hear that, especially from you. Every noble family begins somewhere. You must have heard the recent story from the stolen lands and the river kingdoms. Just imagine, coming from nowhere and making it all the way to royal crown in just a few years. Sometimes I wonder what would happen if I managed to distinguish myself somehow. But then, I push away such unworthy, selfish thoughts, of course. We don't fight for rewards. The fate of the world is at stake. And yet, Irove's blush deepens, and she falls silent. Irovev nods goodbye with a short bow.
Here we go.
More loot. Ulbrig. So you're the chief now. You're going to lead us to free Sarkorian from those Fae. Ulbrig nods his head with respect. I felt it the moment I saw you. This one is special. But that you'd go and get yourself a whole army in no time. That I did not expect. Well, how does your newfound power feel? Has it gone to your head yet? You know, we're mainly fighting demons, not Fae. Fae, demon, angels. Ulbrig screws off his face and waves his hand in front of it like he's trying to get rid of a foul smell. They're all the same spooks. They could have stayed in the magical forest, happy as a pig in mud, but no. They had to poke their funny heads into mortal world. Hold on, don't change the subject, eh? What do you think about being war chief? It's actually not feeling. So many people are counting on me. I can't let them down. Yes, it's a scary thing to be responsible for others. Especially when you're not only picking mushrooms, you're taking them to war. Even if you win, some of them surely won't make it back home. And you're the one who has to bear the burden. Ulbrig runs his hand over his beard and shakes his head in thought. But I know you'll do just fine, and not because I've seen you in battle. Although you are worth a whole band of warriors in a fight. I know you'll make a fine war chief, because you're nothing about powers or honors. Sweating is salt. You're concerned about the people in your charge. As long as you hold on to that, you have nothing to fear. Well, I didn't come here just to flap my grumps. Since I'm going to war and you're in charge, I better do this the right way. Ulbrig lowers his head and says solemnly, my blade and my life are yours, war chief. I mean, it's not like I need a blade. My talents and beak will do the trick. But saying it like that is the done thing. My talents and beak are yours. Just doesn't have the same ring to it. There's something else. I can already see things are bad. But the tales of all of Sarkorian burning down and its people dying out, I'm sorry, I don't believe those. It can't be true. We're not those kind of folks to be snuffed out just like that. I've kin in a village not far from here. Kurentlan. Let's go there and talk to them. Have them fill us in. They're smart folks. Perhaps they'll help us in battle too. Together we'll clean up Sarkorian before you can say, "Roin ye, foul creatures." Ulbrig bumps his fist into his palm with a chuckle of bravado. Alright. I go prepare for the road ahead. Take care, war chief. Anything more to say? Quite a bit. Cheers. Ulbrig takes a drink from the flask he's holding. You know what this is. A dream, a face illusion, or I've popped into another world. But you people sure know how to brew a good beer. I want to ask you something. And then go ahead and ask. Nothing new. So, what exactly do you think of your new powers? I don't like them. Can't deny that they're useful, but this is the way of things I'm accustomed to. Every power must have a name. The power that druids and shifters have are fair. Gods and spirits grant them to us, and only for the reason good. First you have to earn your power, prove that you're worthy of it, so you're grateful for it. Then you can start using them. But this? Who gave it to us? For what purpose? What do we have to give in return? It's one mystery after another. I'll up and tell you what I think. This power feels a lot like ensorcery. In our lands, people could get sent to threshold for toying with powers like these, for everyone's safety. Soft grass underfoot you. Which is a nice saying. Loot, loot, loot.
Is that treasure?
More loot. I'm walking completely chaotic. Nenio. Ah boy, there you are. Very good, just in time. You will be delighted to know what I need you for an experiment. So, the grave garrison stand ruthless. Demons are running for the hills with their tails between their legs. Windows Queen, what's her name? Is on the tip of my... yes, Scarfrey. Scurrying to and fro. And all this is somehow connected to you, my loyal follower. Thus far, there's no scientific evidence of your exceptionality, if one discounts blind faith in divine intervention, which I do. We, people of science, refuse to believe in the inexplicable without any proof. We are the ones who explain the inexplicable. Nenio punctuated her statement with an energetic sweep of arms. And therefore, open your mouth and say "Ah" for me. Why? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to study you. Come along, don't stand in the way of science. What exactly does my mouth have to do with new abilities? Perhaps there's no connection, or perhaps there's a direct connection. We'll never know unless we try. And find out. Logan rolls his eyes. Ah. And then he peers into your mouth with a practiced eye. Alright, your throat is fine, tongue looks perfectly normal, your breath... The smell is in line with the regular functioning of the digestive system. Now, for your teeth... She sticks one hand in your mouth. Ew. And probes each of your teeth, in turn with the skill of a seasoned dentist. No detectable alterations. By the way, did you know that many individuals, while being civilized representatives of their races, still have an amazingly powerful bite? As if suddenly recalling something, Nenio promptly pulls her hand out of your mouth. That's wise. You know, if someone gets on my nerves, I can bite hard enough too. Can you? We definitely must test that someday. But not today. Now we are conducting an experiment of a different kind. Moving on. Alright, what do we have next? Ears. Let's check your hearing. Testing! Nenio yells right in your ear and nods in satisfaction as you observe your reaction. Your hearing is fine. Was fine. But don't worry, it's scientifically proven that it should return to normal soon. Next. Nenio circles you. Eyes are clear, posture satisfactory, limb length is standard. No lies. She stops, rubs her chin in contemplation, and, in a slightly dejected tone, says, Boy, you're the picture of health. It's a pity, I was expecting to find some anomaly. Well, now let's assess your mental state. It's a pity that we are healthy. Rage. Imagine a hypothetical situation. You are a tree. 2 squirrels have found their way to your hollow and are now copulating there. What do? That's a mental health test? I don't know. What would you do, Nenio? Or any of you, friends of the night? But Logan is definitely gonna play along. You know, let them copulate. Why should I care? An unconscious act of good, allowing to lesser creatures to procreate while protecting them during this crucially important process. On to the next question. Another hypothetical situation. You are a tomato. What's this about inanimate objects? You have just been picked from the vegetable part and put into a crate. You know that today the cook will use half of the tomatoes from your crate to make soup. What do? If I'm going to be eaten, then there's nothing much I can do. That's the fate of a tomato. An unconscious act of submitting to the unspoken rules and laws underpinning the functioning of the universe. Yes, it is all quite clear to me. Angelic self-sacrifice in the face of certain death, and angelic concern for lesser creatures. You certainly have something of an angel in you. Okay. On that note, I deem this experiment complete. Thank you for your participation. Nenio looks at you pensively and then gestures at you with a wide sweep of arms. And yet, you remain a puzzle to me. I love puzzles. One of these days, I will solve you completely, unless I forget. Now I have time to answer your questions. Come on, ask away. Yeah, we said the first one already. I will just click it so it gets grayish again. We all had those. Why can we talk about it again? I'd like to clarify a few things about your new task. Your cravings for knowledge will be immediately satisfied. Ask away. Yeah, also nothing new there. Okay. Happy to serve, Commander. Okay, we talk to Nenio, we talk to... we walked here. Let's go to Lann. What brings you here? What do you think of what happened in the Grey Garrison? Did you feel a change in yourself? It's hard to notice not to, when the demons start running away from you like a flock of frightened bats. I was granted by Iomedae to defeat demons. Lann raises a hand above his head and pensively scratches behind his single horn. Since I was a kid, I've taken whatever I've been given and used it as best as I can. Anything goes when you're trying to survive. It doesn't matter where your blessings come from. We can think about that when we are old, if we live long. But, you know, this time, even if I'm not sure, it's a divine power that just appears out of nowhere. Sooner or later we'll have to pay for it. I'd like to know what the price will be. More to explore. I mean, you could also just leave. Huh, that's boring.
It's an honor.
Ooh, we have small earth elementals protecting our camp. Nice. Ah. Here are Seelah's friends.
What did Seelah call us?
The League of the Inspiring Card. I wish we could set up an official knightly order with that name. I wonder when I see a real battle. Everything so far has just been in a warm-up. Our knight is so absorbed in reading the letter that he takes... Oh, it's his description. The knight is so absorbed in reading the letter that he takes no notice of you or anything around him. He smiles and seems like he's about to kiss the paper. Oh. Why are you not with them, Seelah?
Hello.
Oh,
So,
it's voiced.
what do you reckon about everything that's come crashing down on us? All the responsibility, command, this new power?
Seelah looks anxious. She's owning a sword, but her movements seem nervous. The girl doesn't even notice you at first, but when she does, she smiles cheerlessly and stops what she's doing. I haven't really figured it out yet. We'll see what happens next.
Watching and waiting is a good strategy. Probably. I'm still frightened by what happened in the Grey Garrison. Were we really chosen? By Iomadae herself? You know, back when I was a snot-nosed kid who just started down the path to becoming a paladin, I imagined once or twice that I was going to do something heroic. The lights would shine down on me, the trumpets would sing, I'd hear the voice of the goddess, or at least her herald, you know? I'd be informed that I had been chosen for a great cause. But that's the point where my imagination always failed me.
I'm not so sure it was Iomedae who chose us. Cause like everyone is, oh not everyone, but lots of people are assuming that. But I mean, why? Just cause she's the goddess of the crusade? Or the patron deity of the crusade? And I still think we're way too chaotic to be chosen by her.
Somehow, it really happened. Without all the trumpets or the herald or even anyone explaining what I had to do. Though it's clear as day, my place is here, in this demon-ridden wound. Quite a lovely war going on, in fact. Endless, I hear. I'm gonna need some time to wrap my head around this.
Seelah sighs, then laughs.
Spare me an hour and I'll crawl into some dark corner and whine about my hard lot. What can I tell you? I cry easily.
Me too, Seelah. See you.
I can handle it.
Who's there? Eurasian recruits encampment. Just marking where which faction is. August, my friend. I'm looking so much forward to talking to you again.
Can't make the
And
demons wait.
Camellia. Greetings. The neat smile on Camellia's lips disappeared so quickly you almost wonder if you imagined it. What do you think about the powers you receive from me? Camellia shrugs nonchalantly. People of noble descent grow accustomed to ample opportunity. The powers I receive from you are useful, but I see no point in treating them with excessive piety. I won't keep you. Who's the mysterious elf? Are you a companion? Hey, Horgus. Horgus Guerm has been expecting you, thumb stuck in his belt. There you are. I've been waiting. As you see, I too have joined the crusade. I don't know how to swing the sword, but war is costly, and I have money. Besides, my intellect and business sense may prove useful even on the battlefield. Well, that's actually honorable. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'm a bit too harsh to him. Besides, I believe... Horgus shifts awkwardly from foot to foot. I believe I owe you an apology. Oh. The way I've behaved was rude, ill-mannered. You are an honest and honorable person. You have clawed your way up from the bottom of society to the... No, okay. Forget everything I said. Your way up from the bottom of society to the title of Knight Commander, and you are friends with Queen Galfrey herself. Such persistence deserves respect. August tilts his head in a brief acknowledgement of your merits. Please allow me to give you this magic amulet from my humble personal treasury, to mark our future cooperation. Amulet of Blackened Mirror. That we already had. I'm just clicking through everything we already had and answered, so I don't have a reason for that. It looks neat. Why exactly have you decided to support the crusade now? With all due respect, that's none of your business. I have my reasons. Perhaps I felt a rush of patriotism when Kenabres was destroyed. Uh-huh. You're getting sus again. Anyway, why would you think I never supported the Crusaders? Perhaps I simply don't like the brag about my donations. Ostentatious charity only attracts beggars. I'd wager that Arlebeth has no idea whose money she's spending on drinks and supplies. How exactly did Camellia's mother die? August pierces you with a long, heavy stare. I'm not going to tell you about that. Some things ought to remain private. What can you tell me about Count... Ah, we already asked that. The music of this game is so nice. I think I'll look into downloading the soundtrack and listening to it. What am I doing in this war? Maybe I should have just stayed home. Woljif. Woljif gives you a friendly wave. Hey Chief, wanna talk? By the way, what's funny is asking about the new powers is always in a different position in the dialogue options. Now it's the first one, sometimes about the last or second to last one. What do you think of my new powers? And your new powers? Woljif pauses to think, rubbing his chin. You mean what you did back there? I have a few ideas. We could just send you to Pitax underground to fight. Give you a scary name like Swift Sting or something like that. Give you a great cover story. Enemies burn down your house. You're avenging your dead family. The public eats that stuff up. You wear a shiny, eye-catching outfit. Or a black one if you like black better. We split the prize money 60-40. 60 for me, of course. Why? You know, arranging a fight isn't easy. Those people are tough. I'll be taking more risk than you. And after we get set up on Pitax, we'll tour different cities, make some real money. What, you don't like the sound of it? Do you have any other suggestions? Woljif grins, his yellow eyes lighting up. I got one more. Have you heard of Resmirian? It's some land in the River Kingdoms ruled by King Resimir. A friend of mine used to live in Resmirian. Resmiran. Whatever. We call it that now. He got out of there as fast as he could. Long story short, this King Resimir of theirs is a god. He keeps his people under his heel. They've all terrified what he might do. He sits on a throne, wearing some white mask, giving power to anyone. Come and take power from me, he says, so long as you believe in me. Woljif quickly checks that no one is eavesdropping. But that friend of mine, the one who fled as a half-sister of his old man's side, who's a cook in the castle. Right? And a washerwoman who plays cards with in the evening told her a juicy rumor. Word is, Resimir isn't a real god at all, and he's got no powers. So here's my point. You do have powers. Pretty scary ones are too. We find some shabby little kingdom. I start some rumors, you show off a few tricks to wow the locals, and that's it. We make you a deity. But first I want you to put it in writing that I'll be your chief advisor. I'm not doing anything just on the nod. I've been there. People promise you mountains of gold, and then when it comes to it, they all get lost, or I set the dogs on you. So, do you like the idea? It's a great idea. We'll get you to work on it just as soon as we get out of this mess. Woljif raises his head. Please. I'm gonna make you such a legend, you'll love it. A survivor in Kenabres becomes a god. We'll make you a cult that'll put Iomedae to shame. In the meantime, you can think about what you want on your coins. And my insurance. Don't forget to write the declaration making me your chief advisor. What a fun idea. Damn it, you again, soldier. Who was that? The beta quartermaster gives you a friendly nod. What can I do for you? I saw you talking to a girl hiding her face. Who was she, and what did she want? I don't know, Commander. She never introduced herself, but I bet she's not a part of our army. We know all our soldiers by name, and by sight. Woljif frowns gloomily, his cordiality gone in an instant. He was looking for some elf volunteer. Wanted to know which tent he was sleeping in. At first I thought she was a messenger from Mendef. She definitely wasn't one of us. But now I see how it all looks mighty shifty. The quartermaster eyes you with concern. He was some sort of spy then. We'll talk to Seelah. Let's go to Ember. I also want to talk to Nura, but I haven't seen her yet. Ember! Ember's bobbing her head and humming a tune. She greets you with a carefree, cheerful smile. The wandering eyes linger on you for just a moment, before darting off again into the distance. How are you handling your new abilities? Abilities? The girl tilts her head to her shoulder. What are you talking about? Oh, the tricks you learned when the big grey house blew up. They're funny! Thanks for teaching them, me. The Queen gave me the title of Knight Commander and put me in charge of an army. What do you think about that? The elf focuses on her wandering gaze on your eyes, smiles and shakes her head. You don't believe titles? All of us in the world are children of the street. Barefoot, hungry, scared. A step away from death. Some imagine they are strong and rich, like gods. But don't forget who you are behind the title. No. Let's see if Nora's maybe inside her tent.